speculation surrounding potential trades involving the New York Yankees has been growing, and it carries significant implications for the club. According to sources close to Major League Baseball, the team is engaged in a major negotiation as the trade season approaches. Delving deeper into the details, the situation proves to be quite intriguing. On May 15th, there is much to discuss about the Yankees, who have been linked to several potentially impactful transactions in recent weeks. Although they remain competitive, the club still faces a few challenges. One of the primary concerns is third base, which has been problematic all season. Oswaldo Cabrera's defensive miscues have raised some eyebrows. While his contact rate at the plate has been acceptable, he has nonetheless struggled in noticeable ways. Similarly, Oswald Peraza's form has not held up as expected. Perhaps the most alarming issue, however, has been the Yankees' starting rotation. Max Fried has excelled this season and is widely regarded as a serious Cy Young candidate. He has lived up to the Yankees' expectations since they signed him. An impressive feat. Carlos Rodon has also bounced back admirably and now serves as a reliable arm. Recently, Will Warren has pitched effectively, and the returns of Clark Schmidt and Louis Gill have added stability to the staff. Still, the rotation has been without Garrett Cole for the entire campaign. Because of Cole's absence and other factors, the Yankees have long been mentioned in connection with Sandy Alcantara. This is far from the first time their name has come up alongside his, and it likely won't be the last. They are considered one of the front runners to acquire Alcantara if the Miami Marlins decide to trade him. Reports suggest the Marlins are in no rush to make a deal, but might consider moving him for the right offer. In Cole's absence, and with Gill on the mend, Alcantara becomes even more attractive. Meanwhile, Carlos Carrasco and Marcus Stroman have underperformed relative to expectations, further underscoring the need for rotation upgrades. The Yankees have just reinstated Clark Schmidt, but they would undoubtedly benefit from an even stronger rotation. It seems unlikely they would part with their top prospect, given that Spencer Jones' stock has dipped slightly. Among the arms who could entice Miami are Will Warren, who has some big league experience and would be a ready starter, and Ben Hess, last year's first-round pick, who boasts immense potential but remains a bit further from his MLB debut. George Lombard Jr. stands out as the crown jewel of the system and is universally recognized as the Yankees' top prospect. He represents the organization's primary focus in trade talks, with Spencer Jones also in the mix. Hess is currently with the Hudson Valley Renegades at High A, and Warren is in the majors awaiting a promotion, while Bryce Cunningham, also in High A, deserves mention. Although the Renegades' talent pool generates excitement, the Yankees have a history of trading prospects, a trend that is likely to continue. Even so, they appear reluctant to part with Lombard, viewing him as a key asset for the future. George Lombard Jr. has shone brightly, making the Hudson Valley Renegades particularly appealing right now. Still, the Yankees have proven they will not hesitate to trade rising stars, and that pattern probably will persist. Nonetheless, they seem hesitant to give up Lombard, seeing him as integral to the franchise's long-term outlook. The question of whether Anthony Volpe can bolster the offense adds another layer of intrigue to the narrative. Additionally, there is the possibility of shifting Lombard to third base, which would provide yet another option to weigh. At present, Lombard is the only Yankee prospect ranked among MLB Pipeline's top 100, sitting at number 98. This season, he has posted a solid OPS north of .900, a .442 slugging percentage, and a respectable on-base rate. His batting average remains strong, evidence of this young talent's promise, which is thrilling to observe. However, it is hard to imagine the Yankees trading him, especially in a deal for Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara's value has dipped, notably given his significant struggles this season, a 7.27 ERA over 4 starts and 17.1 innings pitched. It's worth noting that this report was recorded before the Marlins matchup with the Reds, in which Alcantara was slated to start. Depending on his outing, his trade value could swing dramatically, rising if he performs well or staying depressed if he falters. Teams eyeing Alcantara must weigh his recent injury history and inconsistent performance. These factors make it increasingly unlikely the Yankees will feel compelled to include George Lombard Jr. in any deal. considering Alcantara's absence for all of 2024 due to injury and his current negative WAR. It's hard to envision a scenario in which the Yankees need to part with Lombard. Communicating these points clearly is essential, reflecting on Alcantara's season-long absence in 2024 and his present negative WAR. The necessity for the Yankees to trade Lombard seems even more remote. I recognize that at times the wording may not flow as smoothly as ideal for video content where narrative fluidity is crucial. Nevertheless, after examining the current landscape, it appears unlikely the Yankees will trade George Lombard Jr. Another name linked to the Yankees is Will Warren, who has yet to demonstrate standout performance at the major league level. He carries a career negative WAR and allowed an average of 7.68 runs before this season, peaking at a 10.2 ERA. His MLB experience was limited to 3 appearances, a small sample size. This year, his results have been mixed, though he did deliver an impressive outing against the Cleveland Guardians, going scoreless in 1 appearance. His ERA has since improved to 4.79 over 5 games and 20 innings, with 21 strikeouts. Those strikeout numbers are encouraging, and his whip has also improved, suggesting he is gradually adapting to the big league mound. Warren was thrust into a challenging situation with the Yankees. He was not expected to be a member of the rotation this season, but injuries forced his promotion. With Garrett Cole sidelined, Warren became a key piece of the staff, placing substantial pressure on a young pitcher. He likely faced confidence challenges after a disappointing initial MLB stint, but he now seems to have found his footing, a significant relief for both him and the organization. Nonetheless, Warren's emergence could prompt the Yankees to consider trading him if they believe another pitcher offers a more significant upside, or if he flashes enough during the season to make him an attractive trade chip. Such a scenario would add another compelling layer to the Yankees' ongoing story. To date, Warren has pitched 9.2 innings without allowing an earned run, giving up 5 hits and 3 walks while recording 18 strikeouts in his first professional outings. Proof of why he was a first-round pick. Is trading him a move worth considering? Probably not at this juncture, especially not given the context. It seems more likely that Warren is simply regaining form after injury and a slow start, and there is optimism he will return to his previous level. That said, there have always been concerns about him. Perhaps something is being overlooked, but his perceived value might exceed his current performance. There are more cost-effective alternatives that would not require sacrificing promising talent. Moreover, dealing away a current starter is seldom ideal. While acquiring a top-tier player makes sense, this particular pitcher does not yet display the elite prowess he once had. It likely comes down to health and getting back into rhythm. However, for now, he should not be the focal point of the Yankees' strategy. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Anthony Volpe, the dynamic shortstop whose electrifying play and unbridled enthusiasm have made him an instant fan favorite, has announced his surprising departure from the New York Yankees. In a statement released late Wednesday evening, Volpe expressed deep gratitude for the opportunity to don the iconic pinstripes, while also sharing a heartfelt explanation for his decision to seek a new chapter elsewhere. "I will always cherish my time in the Bronx," Volpe said. "From my first day in spring training to the roar of Yankee Stadium on opening day, this organization and its fans have shaped me into the player and person I am today. But after a great deal of reflection, I feel it is time to challenge myself in a different environment and continue my growth in baseball." Volpe burst onto the major league scene in 2023, dazzling observers with his blend of speed, defensive wizardry, and a burgeoning power stroke. He quickly endeared himself to the Yankees faithful with his acrobatic plays up the middle and his infectious energy in the dugout. Over the past 2 seasons, Volpe has slashed .2, 347, .439, swiped over 50 bases, and shown flashes of the home run power that scouts once pegged him to develop. Behind this headline-grabbing performance, however, lay the pressures of playing in New York. The weight of legendary predecessors, constant media scrutiny, and sky-high expectations have combined to create an atmosphere few young athletes weather unscathed. Sources close to Volpe suggest that despite his competitive spirit, he found himself yearning for the chance to grow away from the relentless spotlight. General Manager Brian Cashman offered a gracious response to the news, praising Volpe's character and contributions. Anthony has been a terrific teammate, leader, and competitor since he arrived, Cashman remarked. While we are saddened to see him go, we respect his decision and wish him nothing but success in the future. Speculation is already rampant about Volpe's next destination. Industry insiders point to clubs such as the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs, teams that not only promise a less oppressive spotlight, but also offer competitive windows and passionate fan bases eager for a dynamic star at shortstop. Meanwhile, Yankees fans have taken to social media to express both disappointment and understanding. Many recall Volpe's game-winning RBI in his first postseason appearance and his playful clubhouse antics that light intense moments. Others are resolute in their belief that the organization will quickly replenish its talent pipeline, citing prospects waiting in the minors. As the baseball world absorbs this stunning development, one thing is certain: Anthony Volpe's departure marks the end of a thrilling era in pinstriped lore and the beginning of an exciting new chapter for a young star determined to write his own destiny. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.